Hello, and welcome to a very calm. This is the review. That's what I'm calling it now.
Mandalorian, motherfuckers! Woo!
The joke I was gonna go for is that this was a very calm episode. It was not. It was a very not calm episode. Welcome to Castaway Brothers Podcast.
I'm involved. Of course, it wasn't calm.
I was talking about calm, like Mandalorian episode. When we're doing a space piracy.
I'm there now. I got you.
But I was going somewhere. We're welcome back to the Mandalorian review. We're reviewing episode 3.
Episode 3.
Sorry, Biggie. The last one didn't get out till Saturday, the day after this one came out.
Yeah, it was like midnight Friday night, Saturday morning, because I had it to where it was supposed to upload Friday morning at 10 o'clock. And something happened, and like the upload got paused for a little bit or something. It didn't go up till I got home from work Friday night and checked it, and it was like at 4 minutes left before it was up. And I'm like, why?
We're like, yes, upload at 10, please. And it goes, what if I don't? And that was how that went. Thank you for caring about our upload schedule.
Yeah.
Anyways, episode 3, Mandalorian.
Hi guys, I'm here again.
Angela is here. I almost made a joke earlier about Angela's just not here this week while you were sitting there and see where that went. But
Adam's not tired. What are you talking about?
Rough day at work.
Oh, let's not talk about the Mandalorian. Let's talk about
I want to talk about me, guys. Okay. Okay. How do we start off this?
I don't know, I am not going to snort this time.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
It will not happen. Shut up, both of you.
Sure, Jan. Overall thoughts. What did you think of the episode?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very good episode.
Favorite episode of the season so far.
100% agree. It brought back characters from other media that I know, reference stuff. First of all, reference back to the first season outside of, oh yes, my general goal is to find this. It was very action packed without feeling. I mean, I won't say the action wasn't a little bit of action for the sake of action, but
I mean,
it was still really fun. We got to see some good action. There was a lot of it was fun. I was about to roundabout say the exact same thing I just said. So, yeah. I guess we'll go point by point now.
Do we rate it at the end?
Yeah, rate it at the end.
For all of a sudden, I could not remember how this podcast works
doing
anymore.
ratings at the end of after talking about everything.
Mm-hmm.
That way we can if our thoughts change during positive or negative, we can do that.
Gotcha.
So it opens up basically. Andrew, tell how it opens up.
They basically crash land where they were headed.
Yeah, that.
There's
My mind blanked. I was like,
to
how
burp.
did this episode
I had to
start?
burp, and I'm like,
Yeah, they long story short, I don't go in as much detail as the other Castaway Brothers, but they crash land where they trying to go.
mm-hmm.
And then there's it's a trap kind of guy.
Oh yeah,
Mon
the Mon
Calamari.
Calamaris.
Yeah, standing
And Frog
there.
Lady found her frog boy, her frog man.
Yeah,
And they
Angela
lived
was
happily
definitely getting to that,
ever
but yeah.
But it's a trap kind of guy.
A
I'm
trap.
not racist. Kind of just shakes his head in shame as he plummets into the water.
Yeah.
Because it was not a smooth landing.
Not a smooth landing
Not
at
at all.
Almost had it though. But yeah, no, he gets the he gets the frog lady reunited with her husband, asks, alright, cool. So like, where are my people at? And he points him to like an inn. He goes there, they talk.
More like a restaurant.
They called it an inn.
Did they?
Yeah. He said like the inn over there. But it was basically
I guess it could have
a
been
restaurant bar thing.
Yeah.
It was a Waffle House. It was a space Waffle House. Space. There's a dude that's like, oh yeah, you're looking for your people. I can take you out there. It'll only take like an hour or two.
Yeah, he wasn't sus.
Oh yeah, his voice sounded like this, so you know you could have trusted him. They're basically all around. They're on a basically barge, and
Oh, hold on.
okay, go
Best
for it.
Baby Yoda moment. Baby Yoda's trying to eat the chowder. Like a thing comes out of the chowder,
Octopus
attacks
thing.
his face,
Yeah, a little octopus.
and
thing.
Mando's like, "Don't play with your food."
That was so
The
good.
kid's just like, it's on my face. Like, stop playing with your food. And like stabs, quote unquote, the thing with his knife, but didn't actually touch it at all. And it just fell off of the kid's face.
Mhm.
Just don't play with your food. He's just like, man, what the fuck was that? The look he gave that bowl of like chowder.
Man, I'm tired of stuff trying to eat me when I'm trying to eat it. First it's spiders, now it's chowder. But yeah, they go into a barge and the dude's like, "Hey, you ever seen a whatever it was eat before? The kid might like it. Here, why don't you come over? We'll show you how they do it. Make sure you bring the kid." And it's like, wow, this isn't sus at all.
No, not at all.
They open up the grate and you see something start bubbling. And they're like, "Oh yeah, it's hungry because we didn't feed it this morning." Yeet! And you just throw Baby Yoda in there. So Mando dives in. They close the cage. They're like, "Ha, the best car is ours." He's not obviously going down without a fight, so he's still trying to hold on and stuff. And then
And they're trying to like chop his fingers or
Oh, yeah,
whatever because
they-
he's holding on to
they try
the
to chop
grate
his
thing.
fingers.
And then 3 Mandalorians show up and take them all
Dude.
out.
It's just
It was
jetpack
amazing.
down with blue armor. Oh yeah, just basically kick ass and get him out. And he's just immediately the kid. One of them dives back in and gets Baby Yoda out. He's
Baby
safe.
Yoda's little bassinet
His little pod.
thing is fucked up. They don't have it
destroyed,
anymore.
and I hate that because
I
I
know.
love that pod.
Yeah.
I kind of want to try to make one for her. Angela has a Baby Yoda, you guys, because I got it for her birthday. And I want to make it the little pod because it's just adorable.
Yes.
But anyways, he thanks them and he's like, "Oh, I've been looking for our kind." They're like, "Well, you found them," or something. I don't remember what they said. But basically, he's like, "Yeah, no, I'm trying to." And then they all take off their helmets.
And he freaks out.
And so he gives the exact, almost word for word, the exact same response he gave to the guy that got Boba Fett's armor. Where did you get that armor?
Mhm.
And she's like,
You're not Mandalorian.
yeah, like she basically, "Sit down. This has been in my family for 3 generations.
I was born on Mandalore.
I was
You can
born in
sit
this
the-
armor."
You can sit the fuck down and shut up.
And he was, he's like, "Then why'd you take off your helmet?" And they go, "Oh, you're part of the religious cult." The what?
Yeah.
So it turns out that Mando is part of, I forgot what they called it, but it's basically a kind of, I'm not going to say cult of extremists, but cult of people who want to go back,
zealots.
religious zealots that want to go back to the old ways of Mandalore, which includes not taking off your helmet. The way.
I actually really like it though because it shows like how kind of some of the division that happened in Mandalore.
Okay,
Mandalore and
so
everything.
I've actually watched most of the Star Wars Extended Universe stuff. Mandalore has always been fucking divided.
Yeah.
It is because, like, in the Clone Wars, when you get there, like, when it talks about Mandalore, you know, the place that is full of Mandalorians, they're like, "Oh, we are pacifists.
Yeah.
We are literally pacifists," except for this people that are like, "No, we need to go back to the old ways," and they're a cult called Death Watch.
Yeah.
And then Death Watch takes over, and people are like, "Yay, this is good again." And then Darth Maul takes it over, and they're like, "Yay, Darth Maul." And Death Watch like, "I don't know about that." And it's just there's always people that are just at odds.
Essentially, Mandalore is in a
Perpetual
state of civil war.
If they're not in a civil war, they're preparing for one.
or some kind of revolution.
Yeah, it's nuts. But I do like that though. Why? Because that's one thing that kind of bothered me. I really dug the "you don't take your helmet off, this is the way" thing. So like that's really cool. And it
That
also
does sound like a religious type thing. Though, like this is the way. Like that would be a like, and God be with you type
Exactly.
thing. So,
But it is a good way, first of all, marketing for, hey, we want the helmet to always be on because that's what people like.
yeah.
Here's a story reason why you literally never take it off. But it also, this helps explain why Mandalorians in the past, movies and TV shows and stuff, have no problem taking it off.
Mhm.
One of the main characters in Star Wars Rebels is a Mandalorian that rarely has her helmet on.
I need to go back and
She's
watch
cool.
that.
She's actually really cool.
She is super
She's the
dope.
Darksaber one.
Oh, that's right.
Which we'll talk about that in a minute.
I never finished watching Clone Wars either. I gotta finish that.
Rebels is you got to get through the first season, and then it's like one of the season finales is just dope, and then after that it's really good. But then it's a lot of Clone Wars again.
Obi-Wan gets his revenge on Darth Maul, though.
He kind of doesn't. Like he does, but it was not something he was looking for.
I mean, fair.
I'd go into that in depth another time.
Okay,
but
sorry. Perhaps another. If you want to hear us do an episode about that,
about Star Wars, especially like the Clone Wars and Rebels, I can nerd out. I've watched all but the last season of Rebels.
We've got several different ideas for some Star Wars episodes we'd like to do, like talking about our favorite vehicles and different stuff like that in Star Wars. So please, if that's something you want to hear us talk about, comment down below and let us know. Also, while I'm shouting things out, thanks to Angela, we have an Instagram now. Because by the time this goes up, it should be set up. And we're going to have some behind-the-scenes stuff on there, some behind-the-scenes pictures, videos, probably some pictures of our dogs, just different nerdy stuff.
And you can see that you can finally see the pictures of it's always interrupting us. Yeah, you know I'm talking to you. Oh, no, that's not a call. Okay.
She hopped up in your lap. She's like, I am part of podcast now. Star Wars, yes.
But speaking of Clone Wars and Rebels, one of the people that takes off their helmets is
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan,
yeah,
who is a major player, especially in Clone Wars. I believe she's a pretty big part in Rebels too. I don't think it's as big of a part, but yeah, no, she's there. They did it pretty good. The only thing is, like, she looks fairly similar to her Clone Wars counterpart, which is weird because that was like 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know.
Was it just me, or did the guy that showed up with them look a little bit like Jango Fett?
He did. He very much did. I doubt it was any kind of relation.
Oh, I doubt it was. I was just like, that's an interesting choice to make in casting.
Yeah.
If it's not supposed to be Jango or Boba. And I hope it's not Jango, since his head has been removed from his body.
But anyways, after they're like, hey, dude, you're crazy. You're just part of a cult. He goes, no. And flies away. There is only the way. Which I get.
I mean, that's all he's known for, all his life.
That's somebody going, oh, your entire lifestyle is kind of wrong and a little weird. Okay, fuck you too. Yeah. I've been shouting for like a minute now.
It's essentially like going up to because it's the first thing that comes to mind, a Christian, and being like, yeah, heaven and hell don't exist. You're wrong.
I know you were looking for me, but like, heaven and hell is a stupid concept, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, bye.
Yeah. It's being told everything you've ever believed in is wrong and that you are an idiot.
Exactly.
And it's just like, I think I would have reacted much the same. Just like, okay, bye. Fuck you. Leave.
Yeah. Especially, he's killed people for less.
True.
But he ends up going back.
Go real quick, while this was happening, he left Baby Yoda, the child, excuse me.
No, this is not happening yet.
He left him.
Not yet.
Then where was? Oh wait, no, yeah.
Because then he heads back to port, and he gets surrounded by the same kinds of people. They have a name. I can't remember what the race name is.
Aren't they from the same planet as the Mon Calamari?
Considering they were on there, yeah.
Now that I say it out loud, realizing that's the planet we're fucking on,
yeah.
Dumbass. Nobody bully me in the comments.
There's somebody else. There's another character that's not race. It's probably a minor character in one of those shows. But they surround him, and he's like, "Hey, you killed my brother. You're gonna die." And the three come back down. And she goes, "No. I killed your brother, and here's how this is gonna go down." And then all of them die.
All four of them immediately pull out blasts. No, all four Mandalorians. Mando, he had his gun out. He pulled his gun out and shot.
I don't think he shot, though.
He did. I saw one shot.
I will look for that. I don't think he did.
I'm fairly certain I saw it. I could be wrong, but they at least all four had their blasters out because he pulled his gun out for sure.
Because I know he was holding Baby Yoda at the time.
Yeah, so in one hand, and he still had his pistol. But everybody goes down in about a second flat. They're just like, boom, and everybody falls dead. And I was
without
like,
missing a beat, she then goes, "Can we at least buy you a drink?"
And he was just like, all right, apparently, because it cuts to them having a drink.
Yeah. They basically then exchange a little bit of information. He's like, I just need to know where the Jedi are. And they go, oh shit. Okay, so I know where a Jedi is, and I'll tell you if you help me raid this little Imperial ship.
I was trying to figure out where you were going.
I was gonna say cargo ship, and I forgot what the word cargo was for a minute. So then, go ahead.
Oh, yes. So, he takes Baby Yoda to the Frogman and Lady, and he stays there. And we're like, this is a bad idea, because he's going to eat the eggs. And then one of them hatches and a tadpole comes out. We're like, oh, no. He's going to eat the baby. So, yeah, that's how that scene ended. And then they were going to the cargo ship.
And they're heading to the cargo ship. A lot of stuff is said, and I can't remember half of it. But basically, they're making
your turn.
No, my turn for what? To
Describe,
recap?
yeah.
Oh no, don't make me do that.
Nope.
Continue. You're doing such a wonderful job.
You're right, I was. So they end up fighting their way through. It's a bunch of stormtroopers. They're making quick work around every corner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was so good because they fly up to the ship as it's like leaving, get on it, and then just like take out these stormtroopers on the outside of the ship.
Watching the four of them fly in pseudo formation,
it was so good.
I had my reservations whenever at the end of the first season he got his jetpack, and because I'm like, I feel like it's gonna take away from the Western feel. And to be fair, every time he's used it, it kind of has. But this one was definitely not a Western feel, and I think it really worked.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Because, like, they were all pulling out some kind of, like, they were all pulling out, I can't remember if they all had dual-wielding pistols.
I know at least one of them did.
At least Bo-Katan did.
Mm-hmm. Stay on that, not my face.
But they just make quick work. They get to the cargo area, blast out a few people with the airlock. It's a hilarious scene. But
I love when the stormtrooper just like falls on the windshield. Of the
so they're pirates, same ones from last time.
They're just like, all right, seal the door. And they just close the doors to the cockpit. They're like, we're fine.
We're fine. It's precaution.
And then they're just like making their way back to the cargo area because we can't leave this out. This is great. And then they're like being shot at by all the stormtroopers, slowly making ground and like making their way. And then the officer back there just goes, close the doors. Just close them all. Close all the doors. And just like hides until they finally close them and they're between doors, right? And he's like, okay, we have them trapped. Ooh. And then the guy...
Good, where do you have them trapped?
In the cargo control area.
In the what?
In the cargo control area. And then the airlock opens and they all go flying out the back of the ship. Because there was literally a pause where the captain, whoever was the lead officer on this ship, looked satisfied, like, all right, they're captured. Wait a second.
It was a good. Wait, what?
Wait, what the fuck did you just say?
But then it was
That's my favorite part of the episode.
It was really good. I'm glad you elaborated things. I was going to completely gloss over that.
I know. I was not going to allow it.
Fair.
That is not the way.
But they then started.
It's clever.
Let me talk.
No.
They then started getting like some of the weapons there, and they're like, cool, we gonna get out. No, we're taking the ship, man. We're taking the what? It's like, that wasn't part of the deal. This is the way. Ooh, that's something.
Oh, that was so
Basically,
great when she
like,
throws it in his face.
She's like, he knows somebody that has what I want, the Darksaber, because the Darksaber at the end of season 1 is a symbol of Mandalorian power. The person who wields that is generally the the tribe leader of Mandalore. It is a symbol of power, and it is very good. So she wants it because, as we saw at the end, Moff Garrison,
something like that,
started with a G.
Josh was here earlier and he said it, and I don't remember what.
Moff G-Man has it from last season, and she's like, okay, I want it. At that point, that guy calls in to the ship, and he's like, "All right, who is it? It's the Mandalorians. Can you beat them? No, we need backup. Yeah, that ain't happening. You know what to do." And they start nosediving towards the water. Go ahead. Moff Gideon, thank you.
I was looking it up as well. I was like, Adam, keep talking. Moff G-Man.
Wait, isn't Gideon in Scott Pilgrim?
G-Man, that is, yes, Gidean Graves.
That's because I was referencing Scott Pilgrim, and I'm like, I don't remember what his name is.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they fight their way back up to the front of the ship. Though when they get near the front,
the officer there, after Moff Gideon was like, you've already lost, or whatever, and he's just like, long live the Empire. And then the officer on the ship shoots the two pilots and just starts taking the ship down.
Yeah, I mentioned that they were doing a nosedive, but I had forgotten that there's a hair in my mouth. I'd forgotten he had shot the other two, but they make their way up to the cockpit. There's a bunch of stormtroopers basically holding the line until Mando. They're kind of like, I don't know what we can do. We can't get past this, but we're dropping fast. Mando just goes, cover me. Gets two little detonators and starts just holding them so they can't be shot and running towards them because he has Beskar armor and it's just doing, doing, doing. It's hurting him and they're covering fire. He throws it out, blows them up.
Can you do that sound effect again?
Boing, boing, boing. But it was, honestly, as soon as he starts running out too, you hear the theme start playing over and it was so good.
It was such a good scene.
That moment. But he starts, he blows them up. They get there. While Mando and one of the others are starting to pull it up, she's holding
Bo-Katan.
No, Bo-Katan's not one.
No, I mean Bo-Katan is the one you're talking about. When you keep saying she, you didn't specify which one.
Bo-Katan is not one.
I'm not talking about the one pulling it up. I'm talking about the one that grabs the officer. Because that's where you're going for it. You just said she.
Fair.
I'm letting you know what's happening.
Considering they don't know the other gender of the other person.
Well, there's another female.
Yeah, they haven't watched it.
It doesn't matter.
I haven't mentioned her. Anyways. Bo-Katan is holding the guy at knife point, being like, "Where's the Darksaber? Like, does he have the Darksaber? If you're asking, you already know." And then basically cyanides himself with an electric pill. That was weird.
It was weird. He was just like, "Ha, Hail Hydra."
I mean,
they're both owned by Disney.
The comparison isn't far off. Hey, we're an organization supposed to be dead, and yet here we are.
Yep. And then they save the ship and don't crash into the water.
He's basically like, all right, where do I go? Where's the Jedi? I gotta go. And she said, I don't remember the planet name, but basically says, you're looking for Ahsoka Tano. I cannot wait to see Ahsoka Tano on live action.
I know she's going to be played by Rosario Dawson. I love Rosario Dawson. I cannot wait. It's going to be so great.
You want to say something? No? Okay.
It's not like this is a podcast and I should be talking.
Yeah.
Why are you even on this podcast? Oh my gosh.
Because I'm cute. Y'all needed me for the views.
Man. Your face is just ragging in our views.
I know. You're welcome.
You got a real face for radio, lady.
He heads back to the frog people to pick up Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Who they're playing with the like little tadpole as it's growing a little bit, and he's definitely not trying to eat it. But as soon as he picks him up, he's like reaching out, trying to grab,
waving his arms, trying to get it. He's like,
no! And just like as he's walking out, I have enough pets. Oh, I forgot when he dropped him off. He was like, "I'm leaving you in their care. Be good and mind your manners."
You know what I mean.
You know what I mean. That was really good.
It was so good.
He gets back to his ship, which he paid one of the Mon Calamari to fix up, and it's fixed up technically. It looks like a barge.
Well, he's a Mon Calamari.
Exactly. It's fixed up with a bunch of fishing nets and shit like that. And they start hobbling off to the next planet.
Like fishing boat sheet metal patchwork.
And they start hobbling off to the next planet.
And
go ahead.
I don't know if it was like a sea creature or if it was one of the spiders.
It was not a spider. It was like
Okay.
it was like the thing that came out of his suit.
Okay, so a little sea creature thing starts crawling up the side of the ship and then just like hovers over Baby Yoda and opens its mouth like, I'm gonna eat you. And then Mando reaches behind really quickly and grabs it.
It drops down without looking. He just grabs it right above his head.
Nate was not okay during
He said
that scene.
something too, and it cuts back to Baby Yoda who's
Just
slurping
slurping
his
it
tentacle.
up.
But yeah, it was a. We did a terrible job describing it because this was a very action heavy.
It was definitely more visual.
Yeah, the choreography in the fights though
Oh my
was
gosh,
great.
so
Watching
good.
those three work together,
You could tell they've been fighting together for a long time.
so good.
Oh, so great.
And just the whole way where he just taking blaster fire was so good. I love that.
I was about to say something and my mind blanked for a sec. Oh, Adam, what was your favorite part of the episode?
I think just them working their way through the thing,
Mm-hmm.
just because it was I just see. I don't know though. Them dropping down and just wiping out that barge was also really good.
Excuse me.
Angela, what about you?
Oh, the car. There. Where do you have them held? In the cargo controls. Oh. And the what? So funny.
The cargo control.
Yeah. Have you decided yet?
No, go ahead.
Mine is when they landed and took out those guys that were like, "You killed my brother," and they landed, took him out in like a second. I think that's my favorite part of this
I think
episode.
just watching them methodically work through the ship was so cool.
Oh, that was so great.
Cause it's like, yo, they even mentioned it's like, oh, they're Mandalorians. Like, 'cause one of the stormtroopers like, they're Mandalorians, and it just the look of, oh, is on all of the the
Yeah.
pilot's face and stuff.
Because before that, they were like, I think there's like 10 of them. And
There's
then the
gotta
guy
be
on the
10 of them at least.
The guy on the sensor was like, there's only 4.
Only 4 life forms. Wait, they're Mandalorians. I repeat,
He just like nervously, slowly looks back at his commander, and he's just like,
that's what I love because like we've seen what Mando can do on his own. When you get like a small squad of Mandalorians and have their mindset on something, oh boy, you better hope you're not that something.
I mean, season 1 when he's taking Baby Yoda and the Mandalorians come in and help get away. Like when you get even a small squadron of Mandalorians together, working together for a common purpose, it's almost impossible to keep them from succeeding. It is incredible the way they work together and
I just
get the
realized I've
job
been
done.
shaking my leg and it may have been picking up the entire time. And if so, I'm real sorry.
And yet you keep shaking your
Shut
leg.
up! I was testing it. But like, like even the season 1 with those Mandalorians, it was like, yo, this is a small community of Mandalorians.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah, I believe they could take out this town of
Bounty
stuck
hunters.
together bounty hunters
Yeah.
and stuff. But like, this is 4. This is 4 people against an entire ship full of stormtroopers.
Granted, a cargo ship, but still.
Cargo ships are pretty big.
I mean,
It's no
But
Star Destroyer,
but it is a cargo ship, therefore it is not as heavily guarded as it should be.
still
It was pretty heavily guarded, but it was just standard stormtroopers. They didn't have any. They weren't using any, except for a couple of them. Didn't have any really heavy artillery or
Fair.
anything.
But yeah, just watching them like, hey, if you're no way, you're not going to be for long, was really good.
Mhm.
Angela, rate it.
Rate it?
Rate it out of 10 right now.
Either a 7 or like an 8. I really liked it.
Which one? 7 or 8? I need to know, Angela.
7.
These are what the people are asking. 7? All right. Any further note on that?
No, I'm just a harsh rater.
That's fine. Okay. 7. I'm gonna give it an 8 because that was by far my favorite episode of season 2, possibly one of my favorite episodes of the entire series. I can't give it that. Either the first, third, or last episode in season 1.
Mhm. I am also going to give it an 8. I have the exact same opinion as you on this. It is definitely so far the best episode of season 2. It was so well shot, well filmed, well scripted, well choreographed. It's just a very well executed episode, and it's just amazing to watch.
And it was just really, really good to see other Mandalorians, especially trained Mandalorians, that weren't like, "Is this the way? Do you know what you're doing, Mando?" or the blacksmith.
Armor.
Thank you. Yeah,
she was amazing. All right, are we talking about what we think is gonna happen next?
Yes.
Got it.
I don't think they're gonna see Ahsoka yet.
You don't think it'll be next?
I don't think it'll be next episode. It may be the one after that. I have a sneaking suspicion they're holding off one more episode for it. I don't know what's gonna be next episode. It wouldn't surprise me if they land if the engines start getting a little faulty and they land somewhere else. Because they don't like doing 2 episodes in a row that have story. It's because it is a bounty hunter show, a Western show. A lot of it is very self-contained stories, and that's what next one's going to be.
With a little hint of story to keep coming back.
I think we'll see a very interesting environment because we've been seeing interesting environments throughout. We got to see Tatooine, which is not an interesting environment, but it's at least a familiar environment.
Yeah.
The snow caves.
I think that's the only reason it's not interesting is because we've seen it so many times through
even
the
in
movies.
Mandalorian, we've already seen the same. First of all, a desert planet. Second of all, Tatooine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think it'll be a very interesting environment because we got Tatooine, we got the snow caves, and then we got a very calm Camino is what I'm going to call it, because it's a very water-based planet, but it doesn't have like all the constant
constantly
rain.
storming.
I don't think it's going to be like a jungle, but it could actually like a straight up jungle. It could be because we've seen like a forest.
Mustafar.
I would be astounded if it's Mustafar, but maybe Mustafar parallel. Angela, what do you think happens next?
I agree with you. I think they're gonna get stopped along the way. Because I mean, look at the ship.
Something's
gonna happen.
I really hope that first of all he can repair the ship, but I feel like the ship is gonna be in disarray the entire season. I think that's one of the things they're gonna be just be doing this season.
I think by the end of the season he's gonna end up having to get a new ship. Based on what's going on right now and how he can barely hold the ship together at the moment, I was thinking he was gonna have to get a new ship this episode, honestly.
Fair.
Like I think he's gonna end up with a new ship by the end of the season, if for no other reason than marketing.
See, because
selling more Lego sets and things.
Because they've already kind of just stuck this hard and he's been repairing it this much, I feel like they wouldn't. Like I definitely get at the beginning of the series, I'm like, I don't like the ship. It don't look that cool. But like I've grown attached to it now because it's been through so much. And like I don't know if I see him getting I don't know if I see them getting rid of it. Because that's not something Star Wars characters do very often, is get another ship.
That's true. I think that's another reason. To me, I think it's another reason they're going to do it, because it's not something you see very often.
Fair. With every I definitely still say with every Star Wars trope it breaks, it definitely still follows one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like the entire plot is still going to be around the Jedi. No matter how much it's not, it still is.
I think I have to agree. They're going to be struggling. They're going to have to they're going to lose control of the ship or something. They're going to end up having to make another pit stop before they can get to Ahsoka and try to keep the ship alive and repair it some more and end up with some kind of trouble.
Fair. If we're going anything based off of last season's formula, I think we're probably not going to see Ahsoka till either the next to last or the last episode.
That's what I'm afraid of, and I really hope it doesn't come to that.
I agree.
Because I'm so excited to see her.
Because also they've got a lot setting up to avoid the, hey, we're doing, what was it, 4 episodes in a row that's kind of just nothing. Because they've got Boba Fett is set up. He could be coming in and be an antagonist, and I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Ahsoka's set up. Then again, I don't know how much of an end goal Ahsoka is. Because at this point, she does not consider herself a Jedi. She is not a Jedi. She may be dead. Hang on. Rebels got weird because she kind of died, but I don't think she actually did. She became like a hermit. I don't know.
I know. Didn't she? She like left the Jedi Order
She
at
left
one point
the Jedi
during the Clone
Order.
Wars.
That was still during the Clone Wars, and then she comes back and helps the Republic for the Siege of Mandalore. Which is so she's
Was that still doing Clone Wars?
Yes, then at the very end of Clone Wars, the final season that happened
she
recently.
had the white blades?
No, they are still blue. In fact, I don't know when she gets the white blades.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just between things. But she's actually, they take down Maul, who is spouting nonsense about the prophecy and how balance is about, like, there's about to be a terrible, terrible tragedy, and Skywalker is the cause of it all. And she's like, all right, yeah, you're crazy. Because I know Anakin, he's not going to do anything. And she's with Rex. And then out of the, she's looking out and just kind of feels something weird. And you see on the communication board that Rex is next to, execute Order 66. I'm not going to give away anything else on that past that, 'cause that's a fucking great scene.
I know what happens because I know a little bit about Rex, but that's it.
Oh, Rex tries to kill her.
Oh no.
It is rough. Because I
need to get you to go back and show me like the end of the Clone Wars.
Yeah, because
I never finished. I watched
the final
Wiki for a
season
while.
is very meh.
Mm.
It's the first 2 or 3 episodes is about the Bad Batch, which is a bunch of defect clones that have desirable defects. So they're their own little squad, and they have some interesting kind of misadventures. And it's like, this is fun. This is at least fun. And then we get to,
don't they?
huh?
They all die, don't they?
I'm not saying.
Yes.
But then they go on, what has Ahsoka been up to? And it's boring. It's very boring.
Until the Siege of
Because
Mandalore.
it's literally like
That I definitely want to see is the
yeah, because that's another 3 episodes, and it's like I don't. Maybe it was 4.
Just show me the good episodes.
It's literally the last 3 or 4 episodes where it's first of all the animation budget. Like, this is why you made the season. The animation budget's up. There's a motion capture fight between Ahsoka and Darth Maul.
Really?
One of the best in the entire franchise. No cap.
Holy crap.
So good. It keeps you on your toes the entire time. It's like, if you know Rebels, you know Rex survives. Rex survives Order 66, and actually it talks about him removing his inhibitor chip, which is, I guess I probably should have said spoilers for Clone Wars, but fuck it.
Oops.
But that's what caused them to Order 66 and shit, and he removed it. But at the time Order 66 happens, he has not removed it.
Oh, I thought he had removed it before.
I did too. It's a lot of good payoffs, because you saw the thing about. Did you see the arc where they were talking about the inhibitor chips?
I got around there. I don't know if I actually got to it. I know they were starting to. It was starting to get close to it. I know that for sure, but I don't know if I actually got to it.
It was not that interesting of an arc, but like it left 1 or 2 major things that help in the final thing. Anyways, I'll definitely show you that eventually. It's really good. The episode was really good. We're still talking about the Mandalorian. Whoops. But yeah, that's I think we're gonna end it. We thought that was really good. This lines up really well with the episode 3 of the first season, where it's like, I am in now. What you got for me? What you got for me, show?
Which episode was that?
That was
the Chicken Walker one.
No, that was the one before that, where where the other Mandalorians helped him out. Where he goes back and rescues. Thank you, Stella. Where he goes back and rescues the child, and he's basically, everybody in the town's got guns pointed at him until the Mandalorians come and take him.
I forgot about that.
But yeah, so I think we're gonna end that there. Thank you guys for listening.
Yes.
That's about as much as I wanted to go.
Yeah. Make sure once again to go check out our new Instagram. It's gonna be probably great.
Oh, what is it again?
Yeah, we haven't actually said.
We don't know yet, but we'll link it down below.
We're gonna try
Castaway
Brothers podcast.
Just gotta make sure that's available.
And if not that, Castaway Brothers official, or
Castaway Brothers
it'll be in the
_XXX
description.
No. No.
Castaway
Lowercase
Brothers,
x,
69.
capital X,
No.
lower. That's a different one.
No.
Fine,
No.
just XX.
No. No X's.
ZZ.
I'm fine with ZZ. Like the top.
I was about to slip that joke in.
But so make sure you check that out. We'll have a link in the description for that. Also, Tuesday nights at 10. Actually, this should be up. Yeah, this will be up.
Yeah.
This coming up Tuesday. Make sure you.
That will be November.
Yeah, check the 23rd, I think.
Something like that. That's the wrong app.
Yeah, he's checking that out.
10 Central Standard.
24th.
Okay, November 24th at 10 p.m. Central Time is going to be the final episode of Vassen. And prepare yourselves. Come watch, because it's all been building up to this.
If you have not watched Bastion, check out When Can We Play on YouTube to watch the archives.
To watch the backlog, for sure, yeah. Get caught up on everything, because it is fantastic, so much fun. I play Floki, the hunter.
I play Kassan, the officer.
And this is a Nordic horror tabletop RPG.
Everything's going terribly, and we love it.
It is fantastic. Please check it out. Come support us if you love us,
And
or
the
if you
week
don't.
after, we actually may be doing a Q&A.
Yeah.
Episode.
Yeah, Angela didn't know that yet. So this was an announcement for her as well.
Surprise! Also, it's not official yet. We haven't completely pinned that down, but we're probably going to.
And then I think we're gonna keep doing more campaigns with Edwin, but I'm not sure.
At least we're taking a break.
I know we're taking a break, but
Morporg is up in the air for this month. We might be playing.
But anyway, so make sure you check that out. As always, go check out Angela's channel at Fictional Fangirl. She has great stuff. We're in a lot of her stuff. It's fun. She's very nerdy and geeky, just like us, which is why she's on this podcast about the Mandalorian with us. Because she's been watching Mandalorian with us. So go make sure you check that out. We will link her in the description as well. Hope you enjoyed listening to this and hearing us ramble about Star Wars. Clearly, we love Star Wars. So let us know if you want us to talk more about other stuff. Let us know what you want to hear us talk about next besides Mandalorian, whether it's Star Wars or literally anything. We're down to talk. Or if you just want to hear us just have conversations about absolutely nothing and just kind of off the cuff sessions, because we're kind of thinking about that too.
I have a recommendation for an episode.
Okay.
Just talk about how much you love me. Just
All right. So literally any suggestions at all, guys.
I was gonna end it there. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. We love you. Stay weird, and we'll see you next time. We've been delaying this ending for 3 minutes.
I had to make sure I plugged everything.
Bye.